Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Watcher of Realms video. Guys, I'm still new to the game, but I've very quickly established that Guild Boss is where it's at in terms of pushing your teams, daily content, things you absolutely need to get involved in, which means you also need a guild which is of your level. Yeah, so you want a guild that is beating up Guild Boss to your level. For me, I'm early game. I'm going to be fighting like hard. I'll show you my team. I'll show you how I'm doing it. I probably will try and move on to the next level for this video and see if I can do it yet. But ultimately, I'm like, what, a week and a bit in. So I'm not very far through the game. But certainly the rewards that you get from Guild Boss is where it's at. You know, if you think about even easy and normal, I've already picked up some like decent sized chickens. I'll show you my rewards from these ones today. It's also worth calling out that if your clan, your guild, can beat the Guild Boss, then you get a double chest. So that's why I'm saying you need to be fighting at the level of your guild. If your guild are off fighting Nightmare 3, but you are fighting, I don't know, hard, and you're the only one doing it, then you're not going to beat up that boss by yourself. And you definitely want to get the double bubble rewards to get yourself a nice kind of like cheeky extra chest. Notice my kind of guild has moved on from easy already, which is cool. Couple of call outs then. So, as I say, if your guild beat up the boss, then you get double chests. When you start to progress a bit further, you start to get some really nice rewards. So you can kind of see how much blood you need to acquire from the guild boss on the right-hand side here for the different kind of level chests. You can see even at hard, there's an opportunity to be picking up like the 4-star chickens. Yeah, that's basically what this is. And 5-star chickens. So that's some pretty juicy loot. When you get into Nightmare, if you're able to beat up the boss here, again, you've got the ability to get the big boy summons. Some really valuable stuff. And that's why it feels to me like, you know, Guild Boss is where it's at in terms of that daily drop of content, which gives you really valuable prizes. Honestly, very similar to Clan Boss in Raid Shadow Legends if you've come from Raid. Yeah, and when you start to get up here, really there's the rarer things that you just won't find in the game very commonly or without spending. So, you know, I think when you get to Nightmare 3, you get, yeah, the kind of like the very sexy summoning crystals, which is for very rare champions for limited events. I don't even know if they run these very often. I've not seen one run since I've been playing yet. But yeah, that's where it's at. Now, in terms of the fight, so let's go for, it's going to be my first time fighting hard. I guess why not? Because I beat up normal very easily yesterday, and my squad develops very quickly day by day. Okay, so there's definitely, you know, with the kind of general leveling up I'm doing, the promotions I'm doing. I guess I'll show you a bit of that first before we get into the actual team kind of makeups. But what I'm doing is leveling up my kind of like key champions for general content in the game. And I've been working hard on just working through promotions. Yeah, so trying to get people promoted to at least kind of like level 4s if they are key champions for my squads right now. There's some people that I still need to kind of work on. Specifically for Guild Boss, I actually want to get this dude up, Voroth, who's a really good Guild Boss fighter. And I do not have the kind of key Guild Boss healers or support heroes yet. But I do have some good DPS heroes. So you kind of, you know, in the early games like I'm at right now, you definitely need to kind of work with what you've got to get this done. There is a rare that I'm going to call out as well. So my editor's been playing Watcher of Realms for a lot longer than I have. And my editor said, just watch out for Kook because of his poison ability. He's also good in some of the gear raid battles as well. So just kind of watch out for him. He's got this kind of ability to place poisons on his A1, which stacks. I think it stacks up to 3 times. So eventually you've got 3 like max HP stacks going on. So if you're struggling for DPSs, then Kook can be really, really solid. Now, in the early game like I'm at, I would say you're better off going for 2 healers to keep your team alive. Ultimately, if everyone on your team dies, your raid will wipe. Okay, so there's a few of the kind of healers to watch out for, I guess. I don't own the best ones in the game right now, but from what I'm seeing, end game teams are running Dolores because she's also able to buff the damage of your team. So Dolores seems like a very solid hero. In terms of another epic which covers a lot of space, Wide Heal here from Vortex. Vortex is good. That's one of the things you're looking at. It's like how much space can the healer cover and what sort of level of healing do you get out of that hero? Another one to call out is Nasande here, who also buffs as well as heals. And you're kind of looking ideally for AoE healers if you can get them, rather than single target healers. So Hollow, pretty good as well. But for me, I don't have those. So you're going to see my comp running with the very starter Camille in the mix, and Lightlock, who is a fusible healer who I've picked up as well. Both of mine are low level. That doesn't matter. It just kind of gives you a sense of what's going on. In terms of other team structures, so you're going to want some fighters in the front line. You don't really need tanks here. It's not really a tank environment. It's more about just doing DPS in the time that you've got. So defenders, as far as I'm seeing, are pretty irrelevant to Guild Boss. Okay, so I'm actually going to be going... I've been lucky and picked up Abomination early through a summon, but he's definitely he's a fusible as well. But Abomination, very, very solid. There's also a lot of epics. As I say, this one here, Voroth, is a high damage dealer from what I'm seeing, so I will build mine out. And this dude here, Wrath, is also seen as pretty damn solid for the fight. Abomination particularly good because he's able to regen some of his own health, so he's not just reliant on the healer. He can actually keep himself alive as well. But yeah, fighters tend to be the kind of second one. And then you want ranged damage. So again, I didn't know it at the time when I did my summon video, but I was extremely lucky to get Setram because you're looking for single target damage. Setram's got piercing. He's got a lot of single target damage as well. His ultimate is absolutely absurd. We're going to see him in action today. So I'm extremely lucky to pick him up. But basically, marksman or mages are where your range damage is going to come from. Ideally, if you've got one like a Setram who's got just a much longer range. So when you awaken Setram, is it awakening or is it promotion? I think maybe it's when you promote him, his range goes much bigger. And that is huge in terms of this fight because it means you can put him right in those back lines. In terms of mages, again, there's a lot of different options that you can bring in. But ultimately, you're looking for high damage, single target hits, ideally. I'm sure if you're already a Watcher of Realms player, then you'll know this better than I do. But there's a really good resource kind of website here, mabucket.com. So Mabucket's another content creator on Watcher of Realms. There's a few others, by the way, Ivy Lee, Cold Brew, and others. There's tons of people already covering this game, but and Ash has just started covering it as well. But Mabucket's website here is particularly good for Guild Boss in terms of like, okay, I just want to see a class, I don't know, let's call it fighter. And he's basically got this ranking system, irrelevant of their rarity. You'll see how he's ranked them in different areas of the game. So I will pin this down below. You should come and check it out if you're unsure, whether any of your heroes are good in this fight. I just thought I'd call it out because a lot of the things I'm talking through here around healers that I think are good, a lot of it is coming from this resource plus what I'm hearing from the community. So hopefully that can help you out as well. So let's go through kind of my setup here, what I'm going to run. As I say, I'm only going in the early level stuff, and I do have some upgrades since I last ran it yesterday. That's literally where it's going. Like day to day, I'm getting upgrades all the time. So we're going to bring him in. So I've got 2 healers in this group. I've got my high single target damage in Setram. I've got some fighters with some decent damage as well. I don't really need this tank, but I don't think I've got a better option anyway. If you bring in an assistant from a friend, then like, here you go, got Dolores here, which maybe I should try this just to see what sort of damage I get. There's really no reason not to. The only reason that you wouldn't do it is if you want to auto with that team tomorrow, okay, so or later. And whilst you're kind of like pushing your numbers, it's only like a 3 or 4 minute fight, you may as well just manual it and get the damage boost from your assistant. So I'm going to bring in this Dolores here. We can see her in action. Double healer. You can see here I'm on the cusp of whether I should have enough kind of like stats to get this done, but we shall see. The other thing I would call out is, in fact, we should just pause and call this out because this is a really important tip. It's come from my Discord, but I'm definitely calling it out as a big one. Like, let's just pause. There's certain enraged timers for the dragon where he puts a shield on himself and you need to beat that shield away. If you beat the shield away, it basically gets stunned and you do maximum damage for a period of time. If you don't beat the shield away, he's going to do like an enraged hit, AoE hit, and almost definitely wipe your team. So it's essential that you can beat that down, which means you basically need to hold your ults for these periods of time. So there's an enraged timer at 4:07, or a shield timer, I guess, at 4:07. See the way you've got 4 minutes 50 top left here. At 4:07, he's going to put a shield on himself. At 2 minutes 49, he'll do the same. And then at 1 minute 30, he will do the same. So you either hold ults or you just kind of like use them, but with the knowledge that you will have enough of them back. But probably when you get to higher levels, you've almost definitely got to hold the ults. So just bear that in mind. If you see that you're not going to break that shield, you can actually come in. You can come in top left here, quit battle. As long as you quit the battle at this point without you wiping, then you won't consume your rune for the day. If you get wiped, you will consume your rune for the day, and that's going to be it. So I just keep an eye out for that type of stuff. But anyway, let's set up. Now, the timer does start ticking down literally right from the start. So I'm going to actually do a restart here. I thought, and actually it's a good call out, I thought it didn't start ticking down until I put someone down who did damage, but that's not the way it goes. So we're going to restart. I'm going to position my damage dealers in first. So we're going to go. Don't forget, I've got 2 healers. If you can cover with 1 healer, then that's even better. But I'm going double healer here. We're going to go Abomination, Fighter on one side, other Fighter on the other. Set Ram, I just want to make sure that he can cover the damage whilst also being covered by a heal. He could go right at the back if I needed him to. We're going to go Dolores for our attack bonus in here. I've not used it before, so this is quite exciting for me. I've got high damage, also getting that kind of attack buff there. We're going to throw healer 1 in to cover that group. I guess I could just go single target healer and bring Abomination in 1 left. And then, sorry, I'm going slow now. I guess we bring our other damage in here. And we kind of cover the heal with the second one. I can't deploy anyone else. If I saw that someone, let's say I was going with single target healing. Now go 2 times. If I was going single target healing, then I could, let me just get my ults ready for this shield. It's happening now. Slam it, slam it, slam Dolores, do it all, and away we go. The shield gets broken, and then we're doing massive damage. Yeah, if I just covered with 1 healer, then obviously I could bring another DPS in, but it might mean that I can't cover the whole team for heals. Damn, I should have done that. So my next in range time is 2:49. Basically hoping to get our ults back in time. I think I will. Someone dies, I've got just kind of like stand-ins on the back there. But you can see how much damage we're taking. The dragon does ramp up damage over time. So again, we're going to come in. 2:49 is the next enraged timer. I've lost a unit. I may as well bring in another unit. Oh, damn, she's not in the right place. Lost my healer. I don't think I can cover more damage, but I'm going to do it anyway because he's about to go nuclear on us. Now, we're going to pop ults, pop ults. I really want Set Ram's ults back, but it doesn't have it back yet. Pop everything I can. I need to break the shield. Oh, it's going to be close. Just about did it. Got lucky. I'm going to go Set Ram anyway because I just want to get the damage away because I think I'm going to die before I get to like the next enraged timer, potentially. You can see my Abomination is just holding his own so well. We've got time now to get our dudes back in. So actually what I'm going to do here, look. I can bring my other healer back, which I'm going to do. So I'm just going to get rid of someone who's either low damage or basically not doing a lot of work for me. So we're going to lose. Our ult's ready though. I think I can pop her ult and then retire. I don't know if the ult still stays there. We'll see. I think I'm going to go. Wish I heal, wish I heal. Kind of want to heal this side of the board more because it's where my main troops are. I think I'm just going to go double healing on this side. Okay, 1 minute 30 is the next enraged timer. Just going to drop my fellas in. Best I can. Keep the damage going now. 1 minute 30 coming up. We're going to pop and pop. $300 blood I've done so far. We're definitely going to get wrecked at this one. I can't get the damage away quick enough. And that's the wipe. It's close. I mean, that's my first effort on hard. And we ended up doing, what, 325, 6%. How much do I need to do to get max chest? So, yeah, with my double hit, I will get max chest for hard. But hopefully it gives you an idea. You can definitely do it. I guess we'll do a second run with one healer healing the whole group and see if I can do a bit better. Who can I bring in this time? Maybe we'll bring in this Vortex as the healer. Vortex seems to be a really cool like healing champ here, because Vortex has got a really big range. So Vortex I can bring out over here. Look at the range of that. And then we can just go covering that fighter, covering that fighter. Setram can literally go at the back. Do it like that. I could just drop another healer in, just covering, honestly, a bunch of them. Like my tanks. Maybe that's better. I feel like it's like almost like never ending the amount you can drop in. So, okay, so we've done double healer still, but this time with Vortex, who's a really good epic for this. Again, it's someone I borrowed. Coming up to the enraged timer. What I might do this time is hold Setrams for the second one. Pop this, pop this. See the difference without a Dolores in there. Feels bad though, holding Setrams for so long, honestly. Look at the lack of damage when Setram's not going. Okay, we're going to hold Setrams for Enraged 2. See if this is better. I feel like they've done a good job of this boss, honestly. Like, it definitely feels pretty damn cool. And obviously you can see already, let's go with this healing ult, nice. You can see already like the challenge, even when I got to hard. Obviously it's gear related and level related and that sort of stuff. So we're coming up to timers now. We're going to pop. Get through this one quick. Maybe I should have held something back for the next one, but you do get this obscene amount of damage boost while he's stunned. So, you know, Setram is just doing work. We're going to check Setram's numbers at the end of this. Even though I didn't ult the first time, I guess maybe I could get some cooldown with his gear, actually. That's what I'm going to look for. So you can definitely feel the kind of like heal boost we're getting here from this Vortex. Very cool. 1 minute 30 is the next timer. Getting close. My Setram's not too far off, but he's not going to be back in time. Let's pop all these. As soon as we get it, we're going to pop it. Might give us the boost we need. Oh, he does so much single target damage. Look at it. Look at it go. Let's go. Okay, boosted it down. So this is the final phase where he's going to take that big stun. I actually lost a tank in the mix, so we're going to throw a new one in. Actually, in fact, I lost it a while ago. I didn't even notice. Let's just get rid of him. Throw her back in. So we've got 37 seconds. Again, up until like a few seconds before the enrage, you can... Oh, I'm losing people here. You can just restart. If it's not feeling like a good run, you can just restart. Another healer in the mix. Probably need that, to be fair. I'm panicking. Any ults that you get now, just pop them whenever you can. This guy's going like full turbo nuke. But there you go. Whew. And off he goes. Flying away. Well, I got there. 382 blood that time. 7% of the boss's damage. So again, I've got a definite chest, which is great. Tomorrow, I don't think I'm ready to go upwards. But then, you know, maybe I am. Maybe by the time we get to tomorrow, I'll have a better chest. But it does give me some decent chance to get some fat loot. What was I just going to show you? Oh, I meant to show you the actual fight damage results. Can I still see it? Fourth in my plan. I just wanted to see what the difference was between my Setram's damage. Bearing in mind he's 5-star. And my Ix's damage. I'm not sure that I can. Is it on there? Oh, there we go. Damage dealt. There you go. Look at this. Absolutely absurd. Setram's definitely going to be my next 6-star champ. 900k damage from him versus a 650. And you can see 500k actually here. And my gearing is not good. Check out the healing. Vortex is healed compared to Lightlocks. Look at the difference because of the AoE heal. So it makes a massive difference having the AoE in there. I don't suppose the damage taken really matters a lot, apart from, you know, the frontliners are going to be tanking it up a bit more. But there you go, guys. That's an early look at Guild Boss. Hopefully some tips in there for you to grab as well. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you later.